Hello guys, Walter here. Today I'll be making a guide on one of my low characters. I've started a series showing some hunting places, and I'll be hunting there in my very low level character. This will be a more accurate guide, and also because I want to level up this character. There is a friend of mine that plays in this server, and I would like to play with him a little bit. So this theory will show how to get to level 50. So I'll be showing several levels and where I got those levels. But this is going to be a hunting guide. So in the series I've shown this area, and this is going to be a guide showing just how to hunt here. Actually, I shouldn't have made this way. So part of the hunt, you will start as I was here. What? Where's this wolf? There's a wolf in my battle. I can't see it. It's invisible wolf. Yeah, it's a bug. Okay, so as soon as you go down this ladder, instead of going this way, you go right here. I'm gonna show how to get some wolves and Rotworms. The Rotworms is the best part because you get more experience. The problem is that in this cave you are forced to run a lot. You gotta walk very much in order to get to the places you want to kill the things. So there are few creatures in this area, so this is not a popular place to hunt, but it might be very good for a low level knight. Not paladin wouldn't be fine here because there are no spears, and you would have to bring your own spears, and then when you run out of spears, you should get back to the city. So if you want to do that, that's fine. So you bring your full capacity of spears, which is not many because if you are level 10 or 11. So in my video I've shown the way I got level 12 from 8 to 12, and one of the levels was here. So I'll make the guide showing how it works and how it is the area, and very accurate because I'm level 12. Imagine if I came here in the Kraken, so I would punch all the things and run very fast, and there will be no respawn in time. But that's okay. So I cleaned all the wolves, and now I'm gonna head to where I find some Rotworms. First of all, make sure you killed everything here. There's also 3 poison spiders to complement your hunt. So if you want to keep killing things, you should kill all you find, everything that moves. You kill everything that moves. That's the tip. Oh, there aren't 3, so there are 4. So spiders are moving, kill them. This is how a noob would act like. And anything that provides experience is decent for a low level character. So what now? You can go to the lower floor, or you can take a look at the Rotworms here. If you watched my last video, you have known how difficult it was to find this place. I was wandering around and couldn't find these Rotworms. I call that the quest for the Rotworm cave, the Rotworm area actually. So I was looking for this area. I searched all the place, and it was so near, so close, and I didn't find this thing. So you might think of going up here, but there are not like a lot of things to do. Kill the spiders and get back to the cave. So when I found those Rotworms down that I've just killed, I thought that that was the area. And then I found only 3. I got so disappointed. Let me drink my coffee. I got very disappointed, so I thought, what now? Did they change the cave? But actually, this respawn was always there, but it is not the right respawn. So I checked the wiki and stuff. I finally found where it was, and it was so close for all the place I had been through the video, and I gave up right where I was close to the Rotworms. So I came all this way, came to the top, and cleaned all things there, but the Rotworms were just right here. So what now? You kill those 2 wolves. Before you go to the Rotworms, there are more wolves to kill. So you go right here, kill 1. The respawn is quite slow, as I remember from the last video, because I killed all the Rotworms, and they didn't respawn. I think only 2. Actually, there are only 3 or 4. So perhaps, I don't know. So I found 3. Perhaps there are 4. I don't know why. Perhaps the respawn is really slow. But now we're gonna head to the Rotworms. Where's the best part? I think. One more thing. I don't know if there are some trolls over there, but might be an optional place to add to the route of the respawn. To the hunting route. Sorry, I've got like sore throat, I think. It was a lot of wind this night, last night, and I think I got a cold again. Like, it's really hot, but during the night, so then you open all the windows and stuff. But the problem of leaving the 25th floor is that when it's cold, it's cold. When it's hot, it's still hot because the air doesn't move. The air is stopped, so it's not fresh. So what you do, it's very hot. You open the windows to have the maximum wind, the maximum you can get. So when it comes to like early morning, it is cold again. So then you are there sleeping and taking all that wind, which is not nice. And I sleep like a log, so I don't notice when it's cold or not. And that's why I usually wake up very strange. So here we'll find 5 Rotworms, I think. This place is hardly ever contested by some people, because it's not famous. I used to hunt here when I was very noob. But when I was free account as well, I used to train skills here. I used to bring a parcel, so I leave the parcel here and fight 2 Rotworms. And when I kill 1, the other comes in. Or what I would do was to stand here, and then the Rotworm steps. So you move here, and the Rotworms stay here. So when it moves to this block, you just step here, and then stay here. So the Rotworms stay here, and another comes to you. And when you kill this Rotworm, another come in. And they keep coming because they respawn as well. So it might be helpful, but not all the time they respawn and come to you. So you got to get there again and look for more Rotworms and do all this stuff again. It's not really nice, especially because Rotworms are very weak in terms of defense. So you kill them pretty fast. But anyway, this is an option training area if you want to train some skills. There are also the mini trolls that nobody kills. So you can get those trolls and hunt and train with them if you are free count. And before they introduced the offline training, this is what people used to do. There were many places that were not nice to hunt, but good to train, because people don't kill those things, so you get those to train. I know that in Yalaha there is a monk respawn with a lizard templar, I think. I think it is the name, lizard templar. It's the one with a side blade in the arm. Whoops. So you get to that place. It's like a tavern, and then you keep hitting the monk as a knight. So the Templar keep hitting you, but he doesn't deal damage. Very low damage the Templar has. So you keep fighting the monk while you are taking damage from monk and the Templar. You regenerate your health using Utura. So this is what you should do. Monks can hit a bit because they drain life. So you won't take only physical damage, which is quite rare, but sometimes you take damage from physical. But the damage you usually take is the life draining. But it's not a big deal. You regenerate mana, so it is also fine. Also, when you get level 50, you can also start on training with the slimes and stuff like that, because of Utura. So you don't spend anything, just use Utura while you're training, and you recover all your health, because they can't deal more damage than the healing of Utura, which is fine, I would say. So I'm gonna keep going this way. I try to make a guide showing Folda. There is a nice place there, full of Minotaurs, but the experience is bad. It's just an optional place for free accounts. I remember I got level 20 there in one of my first characters in Tibia. So I remember there were players everywhere, more than 700 online at a time. So you should look for somewhere you don't find players. So you couldn't find a bug in the cutting sewer. Everything dead, only bodies, blood everywhere. So people crazy to get experience. Rats, they killing bugs, trolls. That cemetery in Kalin where you find a quest, the trumpet fanfare, I think. You couldn't find a troll there alive. So people decided to look for farther places a little bit distant from the city, so that you can hunt and there are less people. So most of the options were in Folda, where you can find frost trolls, and also what are those? Yeah, those Minotaurs. There are some Minotaur archers, some secret Minotaur archers. There's also a way you get to, what's the name? I think it's Senja or Vega. One of the two islands there is a quest. And perhaps later I'll show a video. But I think you might get there from Folda as well. But you gotta open a gate and some stuff like that. So I'm about to finish the guide. I'm gonna just check how many wolves I respawned right now. Probably 1 or 2. Yeah. As I said, this respawn is quite slow, but don't worry about that, because the experience you get from the wolves upstairs. And this one is just the intermediate respawn. If they are here, good. If they aren't, that's fine. That's fine anyway. What I forgot to check is if there's something there. If there is, you should take a look at that, and if there are trolls, kill those. It's more experience for you, and it's not far. So you just go here, and then you return to the way, and don't get lost, like moving around and stuff like that. So just remember the order you had when you first came to here. So what I did, clean the wolves, and then clean the wolves here, the spiders, and the rotworm. So I'm gonna do the same thing again. I think it's better this way. Yeah, I don't know. You can go by the wolves first, and then return from the bats. Or you go by the bats and return from the wolves. I prefer making the same path because perhaps some wolves here aren't respawned yet. So if you start by the ones you killed last, might have some things, bad things. So I would try to check those wolves. There are 2 wolves or 3 once you go upstairs. But it's a bit far, and I hate this kind of path where you go zigzag, zigzag. Very well, so they are probably all respawned. Perhaps not. Just 1 wolf here, 1 here, here. I would expect 4. I expected 4, I would say. Okay, so here we have 3, maybe 1 more around here. Let's see later. Yeah, looks like there's no wolves on the way, but in the last part there might be some. Yeah, here we find 1 and 2 and just this. Notice that I don't stop killing things, so I'm always killing something, like a wolf here, a wolf there, the other wolf. If you consider for a low level, this is excellent. I say it is. Like sometimes you are just stopped or looking for somewhere to hunt, and then you wait for 20 minutes, and then you say, oh, okay, let's hunt this. So you lost 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, certainly you could have gotten level up or 2. Even if you're hunting in this condition, like very low experience per hour, but you're not gonna hunt for an hour. Perhaps just 20 to 30 minutes, and then you leave. That's fine. So you go to another place. There are several places to hunt as a low level, and it doesn't cost much to get there. You should always look for passages that are cheap. I'm gonna just take a look at here and see if I find anything else. No. Yeah, this is not worth paying a visit. So just to conclude, guys, so you come from the upstairs, you start here, go to the bottom, kill the wolves here, more wolves here, spiders here, rotworms, return to the middle here, get back to the bottom, 3 wolves, then you have 4 wolves or 3, I don't know. There might be something here around this area if you want to take a look. Then you find rotworms, 2 or 3, I don't remember for sure. Then 2 rotworms here. I forgot to check this area, but there are 2 there. I don't know if I checked or not, but there are 2 rotworms here. And then here 5 or 6, here 5 or 4, 3, 5 around this, I don't remember, 2, 3 on this area. And then you start again. Quite simple, isn't it? And it's an option area, so if you want to take a look, certainly this is a worth place to visit. Thanks for watching, guys, and if I have any other new area that I consider good for hunting, at least for low-level characters, I will certainly recommend in the next videos. Bye bye, guys, see you next time.